the BJP strike rate, which is the percentage of seats it wins out of the number of seats it contests, has consistently beaten Janata Dal United. The party that once called the shots had fallen behind. But despite this data, the BJP kept conceding extra seats to the JDU. This is the swan song of Nitish Kumar-led JDU, the final performance of a man who once turned Bihar's destiny. Hello and a warm welcome to this special episode on the Squirrels.in. Today, let's talk about Bihar. The NDA in the election-bound state of Bihar has just unveiled its seat-sharing formula for the assembly elections. And boy, what a story that seat-sharing formula now has turned out to be. The BJP and JDU, for the first time in the last 2.5 decades, have decided to contest on an equal number of seats. That's 101 each. Chirag Paswan's LJP, Ramvilas Paswan section, will get 29, and 6 each will go to Jitan Ram Manjhi's Hindustani Awami Morcha and Bhupendra Chaubey's Rashtriya Loktaantrik Manch. Now, on paper, you may say this is a perfect combination, but politics is never about what's on paper. This deal is not equality. It's honestly speaking a polite obituary for Nitish Kumar's influence. Now, let me explain why I'm using this phrase Nitish Kumar's obituary in a polite way. For nearly 3 decades, whenever the BJP and Janata Dal United have contested elections together in Bihar, the BJP strike rate, which is the percentage of seats it wins out of the number of seats it contests, has consistently beaten Janata Dal United. Let's just look at the record. In the year 2000, the BJP contested about 168 seats and it won 67. That's a 40% strike rate. JDU's predecessor, the Samta Party, contested 58 and it won 34, about 59%. Back then, Nitish Kumar was seen as the rising reformist face. In 2005, JDU contested 141 seats and it won 88. That's a strike rate of 62%. The BJP contested 102 and it won 55 of those. That's a strike rate of 54%. In 2010, that NDA wave became even stronger. The JDU won 115 out of the 141 it contested, an 82% strike rate versus the BJP's 89%. But fast forward to 2020, the tide had clearly turned. The BJP contested 110 seats, 174, that's a strike rate of 67%. The JDU contested 115 but won just 43. That's a 37% strike rate. The party that once called the shots had fallen behind. But despite this data, the BJP kept conceding extra seats to the JDU. Not because the numbers justified it, but because of Nitish Kumar's stature. While he was the alliance's vote magnet, the Sushasan Babu, whose image consistently softened the BJP's edges in Bihar. But this 101 split now is a straightforward message, albeit very quietly. The BJP no longer feels compelled to play second fiddle. They are signaling that Nitish's aura, which was once considered indispensable, is now fading. Nitish Kumar clearly is at the twilight of his career. Health, age, political fatigue clearly seem to be catching up with him now. The bureaucratic grip that once defined Sushasan clearly is loosening somewhere. Even within the Janata Dal United, whispers are now growing louder. Who will succeed Nitish Kumar at the helm? No strong Kurmi face, no mass leader with the same recall. So once he retires, Janata Dal United may well end up crumbling into fragments, leaders migrating to wherever the next power center might emerge from. And you can guess where that will be, as we have seen in many other states across the country. Now let's look at the parallel story. Chirag Paswan, the young man, he's clearly pulled off a clever coup. He's got 29 seats, more than his Lok Sabha presence should have actually earned him because he was threatening that he will contest all 243 seats. In 2024, his party won 5 Lok Sabha seats, including the traditional family base of Hajipur. In 2020, it won just 1 assembly seat, Yet, look what he's managed now, 29 seats. Now, many would say that's quite a huge climb. But why would the BJP allow that? That's where the strategy is. That's where the story is. Because Chirag Paswan is not just a partner. He's a pressure valve. In 2020, his solo contest dented JDU heavily. He did not win seats, but he split JDU's votes in nearly 30 constituencies, gifting easy victories to the BJP. So Nitish Kumar was always in control of the BJP. Giving Chirag Paswan 29 seats now isn't generosity, it's strategy. It keeps him on the BJP side while quietly tightening the noose around JDU. He brings Dalit votes, youth appeal, even some OBC crossovers. He's Bihar's new wild card, along with Prashant Kishore. It's a move which is right out of BJP's playbook, honestly. Empower the smaller ally who eats into your bigger ally's vote base. Divide, balance, dominate. Then there is Bhupendra Chaubey, just 6 seats, but symbolically loaded. He holds sway over the Kohri-Kushwaha vote bank significantly. For the BJP, keeping him inside the NDA tent is about consolidating the OBC cluster, which used to be loyal to the JDU at one point of time. With Nitish as the lone Kurmi icon, but now fading out, JDU will find itself stripped of both the Kurmi vote base as well as the Kushwaha vote base. When both start drifting towards BJP-backed allies, JDU will lose its caste spine. So the writing is clearly on the wall. When the charisma fades, the cadre migrates. When the top weakens, the base disintegrates. JDU workers, district heads, even MLAs will start gravitating towards the stronger pole in the state, which will clearly end up being the BJP for this vote base. And once that flow begins, there's no reversing it. Many political observers are already saying it rather quietly that this election will decide not the next government, but whether Janata Dal United survives the next 5 years as an independent political outfit. So let's call it what it is. This 101-101 deal is not an alliance of equals. It's an alliance of succession. The BJP's roadmap for a post-Nitish Kumar-led Bihar. For 2 decades, Nitish Babu was a balancing team between Mandal and Kamandal. But history also points us to something. Even the best jugglers do tend to drop the ball one fine day. Now, numbers don't lie. They just whisper what politics often tries to hide. And those numbers are saying JDU is living its final chapter under Nitish Kumar. When the curtains will fall, the BJP will remain standing. JDU might struggle, the BJP may not. So clearly, this is the swan song of Nitish Kumar-led JDU, the final performance of a man who once turned Bihar's destiny, but now unfortunately is watching his own party perhaps fade into history, perhaps fade into some kind of an oblivion in politics. What do you think? Is this truly Nitish Kumar's finale? Or does he have one last twist still in his armory? The man who could famously walk into any of the 2 camps between the secular camp led by the RJD Congress or the so-called communal camp for Nitish Kumar in the NDA. The man who was the self-proclaimed arch-rival of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But now, his best friend. Can Nitish Kumar still dial his conscience and call and figure out some rabbit out of his hat? Or is the writing clearly on the wall for Nitish Kumar? This Bihar election is only and only about that one single factor. What did you think about this video? If you have any other inputs to suggest, you can tell us what you think about it in our comment section, or you can log in on our Twitter page as well.